There once lived a kind woman named Mira in a small, peaceful town surrounded by green hills. Everyone loved her, not because she was rich or famous, but because she was always there for everyone. If someone fell sick, Mira cooked soup for them. If someone felt lonely, Mira sat with them all night, just listening. If someone needed help, she left her own work to lend a hand. People in the town called her the Angel of Willowbrook, but no one saw how tired that angel really was. When she closed her door at night, her house was quiet, her dinner turned cold, and her heart felt empty. Still, every morning, Mira woke up early, swept her little yard, watered her daisies, and walked to the school where she taught children. She loved her students, and they loved her even more. Miss Mira, they would call, running to hug her. She smiled, a beautiful smile that looked full of joy. But inside, she was exhausted. One afternoon, while writing on the blackboard, her hand began to shake. The chalk fell, her vision blurred, and she fainted. When she woke up, she was in the hospital. A nurse smiled kindly and the doctor said, "Mira, you fainted from exhaustion. Your body is tired, but your heart is even more tired." Those words hit her deeply. She had given so much love to everyone, but had forgotten to give any to herself. That evening, the nurse brought a small flower in a glass jar. "This was left by one of your students," she said. A tag was tied to it. "Get well soon, Miss Mira. From Ayan." The next day, Ayan came to visit. "Miss Mira," he said shyly, "my mum says you should love yourself the same way you love everyone else." Mira smiled. That one little sentence felt like a warm ray of sunlight shining into her heart. When she returned home, everything looked the same. Her old chair, her empty table, her quiet room. But she was different now. She whispered softly, "I'm sorry, Mira, for forgetting you." From that day, she made a few small promises to herself. She ate breakfast before running to help others. She took evening walks by the lake. She painted again. She wrote in her old journal. And slowly, peace came back into her life. One day, little Ayan visited again and noticed an empty chair near her window. "Why is that chair always empty, Miss Mira?" he asked. She smiled and said, "That chair is for me. Whenever I forget myself again, I sit there, breathe, and remember who I am." And so that empty chair became her quiet reminder that even kind people need rest. Years later, people still talked about Mira, but now they said, "She taught us something important, that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary." So if you're like Mira, always helping, always giving, remember this: you deserve love too. You deserve rest. You deserve time just for yourself. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't light up the world if your own flame goes out. So take a deep breath, smile, and give yourself the same kindness you give to everyone else. Because the world needs your light, not your exhaustion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.